Things are looking good. We're paying attention to the markets today. Bitcoin staying a little bit stagnant, trying to touch 98, but our altcoins are starting to send it, folks. This is the time we were waiting for. Oh my God, we are paying attention now.
We're so back.
It's good. Isaac, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling fantastic. I'm livid, Drew. I'm feeling great, Drew. This is a great day.
We have a new power bestowed upon the Isaac dictator. He can now deport people at will, and they will never return. So
never. Completely removed from the basement
Yeah.
entirely.
You know, any I'm not going to get us completely banned. I'll get into the crypto news. We actually have a lot of news breaking right before we went live. Some pretty crazy stuff. Let's get into the show. Welcome on to the Blockchain Basement, your place for the latest and greatest in crypto information and all the deep picks down here in the crypto realm. Now, let's take a look. Make sure you're following me at Druth Crypto on Twitter, where I'm trolling people with lists. I'm making fun of communists. I'm doing all the things. Also, on YouTube. Look at this, 72,700 subscribers.
Cooking with hot fire.
We might hit 72.8 today. I mean, like while we're streaming. Like we are growing very, very fast. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and become a member of the channel. Support ya boys down here, bringing you the alpha every single day.
Yeah.
If you're trading, also, we have a great partner. We're onboarding BTCC, great leverage platform. This is where I'm going to be dropping my trading bot into, just so I can sleep a little bit easier at night. And honestly, these bots have insane returns. Me and TJ are looking at a couple different ones, kind of comparing them to make sure we get the biggest bang for your buck on those trades here. And also our sponsor, Arculus. We have some great channel partners these days.
We do.
It's incredible.
Beautiful.
We're making moves here. Welcome on to the chat here. Doobie Doo based basement puff pass Isaac. He's sending it right there. Crypto Steve-O, good to see you, man.
Yeah, long time no see.
Troy Lindsay, what up, my man? Hash slinging slasher, very nice. Green Day Prophets, my boy. I don't know if you can. You know what I'm talking about, Green Day. Nicoleman is Tater. Deucey does crypto. Kimber, ETH being discontinued. Oh, sad
day.
Bad Fox, everyone else in the chat. Now, let's do this. Let's hop into the show here. Today is a bulging day. Not so much for Bitcoin yet. Look at this. So we're just ranging here, edging ourselves along this kind of, it's essentially 93 to 98.3 range here, about a $5,000 range that it's been chopping within. These are getting more voluptuous of bodies on the candles themselves. Indeed. So not necessarily this chaos scamwick stuff that we would had over the past kind of weeks. This is a daily candle, so 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, 4 day, 5 day. It's been about 5 days since we went through it felt like 4 or 5 days of just absolute hell. Just scamming up and down. Now we're getting some body to the candles. It does look like we're getting set up. In my opinion, I feel like we're going to get ranged in here and then just absolutely send it back up to 120. I think we're going to break this 109 spot and be tapping 120 in pretty short order. Shout out to Green Day Profits dropping the memberships as well.
Hell yeah.
My homie. You guys support. I mean, we might be taking a trip to the gun store for the young lad. For the young lad.
I'm getting my AR, baby.
He's a good guy. They just not all the young men in this world act as based as this young man. And he makes me proud. All right. Now
my heart goes out to you.
Now let's do the Bitcoin dominance showing a nice thick red candle. And with this Bitcoin dominance falling, Bitcoin edging, altcoins mooning. Let's go here. I hate myself so much today. Official Trump token is up 35%.
So yay.
I mean, it's not. I'm glad to see it. And I got a 3X. It could have been a 4X. The stuff I moved into, not doing bad, but damn, you just can't win them all. But good to see the damn things moving. Dog with hat, 73 cents. SPX 6900 up 18% on the day at 84 cents. And then Jupiter coming off the top ropes, 96 cents. That's great. XRP, wow, 12% for XRP. And that's a huge market cap to be moving 12% at $2.73. Melania, also from the top ropes, $1.51. That it's not $1 billion market cap. It's at 731 million.
Yeah.
Kind of interesting to see this thing coming back to life. I guess it is a little bit surprising. Like, we thought it would just go and get completely overshadowed by the Trump token. Seeing some life here. Radium back above $5. Feeling really good, honestly. Like, all the altcoins are in the portfolio are just feeling great. I saw Chainlink's having a good day, and that matters a lot for me because I'm
Rift's having a great day too.
Is it really?
We're up 10% today, baby.
These are the days that we live for. Right?
Exactly.
The days of our lives. Now, Jupiter Plume. This is great. 15 cents. That's a great move for Plume. Well up on the entry. Morpho doing good. 10% on the day for Morpho, 223. And Chainlink gonna tap its $20 important spot once again. We also, my boy Matthew brought up some very, very cool projects on AVAX I've been meaning to cover on the show.
So we're going to cover them at the end of the show today.
Yes, we are. We're going to check those out. But just great to see these numbers, man. Great to see these numbers returning. Now, this is nuts. So Bitcoin's kind of showing this double bottom, double booty action. Okay? This is what this is ended up looking like. The double booty. Roomba taking pictures of
the real
booties. This is crazy.
Roomba is being charged with leaking intimate pictures of individuals in their own home. There are leaked pictures of a woman sitting on a toilet, and these pictures have been taken by Roomba vacuums. Robot maker iRobot confirmed that sensitive images leaked online were taken by its devices.
Damn.
It shows the capabilities and it shows the ability to leak this type of information. So if these units can take pictures of you sitting on the toilet,
and they can take video.
So clearly what this means is that anybody who owns a Roomba, your pictures are being stored somewhere on the cloud, and they have the ability to be leaked everywhere. Your children, it could be when you're in the toilet, it could be when you're taking a shower, it could be you in the bathroom, it could be anything
Banging
that you
it out.
consider sensitive and private information. iRobot, which is the maker of Roomba, is clearly violating privacy. And
That's
Try me.
freaking crazy, bro.
Try me.
I mean, you would have. I mean, dude, that's sketchy.
That's
All
pretty
right.
sketchy.
iRobot Roomba just, and when I heard the short pop up on my phone, I thought someone was calling my dog. I named my Cane Corso the bestest of security dogs, Roomba, because he also is very useful at just following the babies around and eating the food as they fall. You know, they drop food all over the place. He eats it all. He's an incredible dog. I thought they were calling my Doge. Instead, they're talking about your little robot vacuum taking pictures of your booty, sending it online without your permission. Not a great thing. Not a great thing. So just watch your booty, okay? Now, what is this? Altcoin Daily doesn't exist? No way.
No
Altcoin
way.
Daily? No. Did they get deleted?
Yeah, I'm about to find out
No,
right now.
there's no way they deleted Altcoin Daily, bro. Hold on. No, they didn't get
Nah,
deleted.
they're out. They're out.
Okay. They might have just been moving too fast on a little bit of news here. I did see this, though. Abu Dhabi buying hundreds of millions of dollars in Bitcoin. This came out right before we went live. Not surprised, you know. DZ always hits me with the questions like, who's the sneaky people in the background buying up all this crypto? It's largely the sheiks.
Yeah.
Largely the sheiks. Like, a lot of money is out there. So not surprised by it. Just more confirmation that no, it doesn't seem that this chart all the way up here, this huge flag that everyone's trying to paint as the top, it's over. This is not over. We are not done yet. And there is much to be had in terms of fun in the crypto markets. And the proof is in the pudding. Sheiks are buying, and also state of Wisconsin. The investment board for the state of Wisconsin has declared $321 million position in the iShares Bitcoin ETF, almost 1% of the entire portfolio. Now, we know BlackRock's been talking about a more comfortable spot between 2 to 5% of portfolios.
Indeed.
So there's a lot more money to come, you guys. This has been such a trying time because the market's been so sideways. And really has it. I think people are just a little bit impatient in crypto.
Indeed.
And, Wisconsin's doing the right thing. Not only delicious cheese curds, they also got that Bitcoin cheese. Wisco represent. Mr. Mark might be from Wisconsin. They got the Sheboygans.
They got a Sheboygan boy.
They got the accents like the Fargo.
Yeah.
It's a very, very fine line. Now we have Root, the rational Root, consolidating Bitcoin market cap at $2 trillion level. Right now, consolidating, and it's just funny how impatient we get about this tiny little blip in the map. God, we're terrible. So this is really, and Peter John Liram is exactly on my mind. It essentially does look like a bull flag, what's being built out right now. When will it break out? We'll see. But that just looks this is the stair-step action that you need for continued price action. And this was actually the more trying time when we got trapped at these previous all-time highs. We got to the all-time high well ahead of time, but we just got absolutely stuck in here. A lot of people gave up on crypto in this range.
Indeed.
Shout out to the savages that held on, that kept building their bags. Now we're feeling extra good here, and this is just the beginning. Loving it. So now, Georgia, the Senate has introduced a bill to invest the Georgia state funds into Bitcoin as well. Man, I love this state.
That's so beautiful.
I love this state. I love being here. I love the people here. I love the trees. And, God, it feels good to have a plot of land for the kids to get involved with the forest.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's something I didn't want to have missing out for the kids growing up, is like not being involved with the forest or the trees or some livestock of some sort.
Nature, all that stuff. It's
good for them. It's just good for them. Now, we also have NVIDIA going sideways for the last 6 months. Earnings are coming in less than 2 weeks from now. This is from Rendoshi Takamoto. All the recent Mag 7 earnings said they are increasing their CapEx. In his opinion, it will be another huge beat on an already fairly low forward-looking profits and earnings. Time for the next leg up in AI assets, in his opinion. This is some hopium for your graphene, dog.
Yeah, baby.
You know
don't
what
sleep
I'm
on the
saying?
Solana AI plays. If you fade them, you fade your own bags.
Yeah, I really I don't think that you're in a horrible amount of danger with graphene.
No.
I think you had just like an insane release of all these AI agents. They consolidate really far back down. A lot of them even lost support at that W pattern we were looking at yesterday for most of the alts.
Yeah.
They're like this midterm W pattern. They went below it. I don't think you're in too much danger, Isaac, with the graphene holding. And I think it's largely going to be connected to seeing huge profits shown from NVIDIA and the next leg up in NVIDIA. And NVIDIA is the same situation. You gotta hit the stair step. You range there. You prove it as support, and then you keep moving on up from there. So it's just where we're at. This is the collapse up. Everyone wants to say, oh, it's the collapse down. Everything's going to zero. Sorry. You're right that it's a collapse, but it just goes in the opposite direction of what you think. Now, U.S. retail sales. This is actually collapsing down. Retail sales dropped sharply in January. Percent change in retail food and services sales from the previous month. January looking at a pretty good pullback in terms of retail sales. The average person that's just trying to keep up is getting really freaking left behind.
Yeah.
Really left behind. So there is that. Man, for anyone that's not in crypto, from the outside looking at it, it's important to let people know how you are outpacing inflation. But it is very difficult to get someone from the outside looking in. Like they call it internet funny money. They don't believe that. Like I bought a battery with crypto the other day at Costco, and they're like, how did you even do that? It's a card. I can easily just swipe this thing. It processes it instantly. And they kind of were flabbergasted. To get the average person interested in crypto, you'd simply have to show them the rate of inflation and how much money they've lost in buying power over the past 4 years. That's kind of the quickest way to do it. And then you start moving into what other things. You start with gold. Crawl before you could walk with normies. I'm telling you, it's an important conversation to have, but you need to start with something that they can relate to very tangibly. Like, what are the price of eggs 4 years ago, right? How many eggs could you get for, say, $5 4 or 5 years ago? They'll say something like 12 eggs, right? Now they'll really like, wait a minute, eggs are $15 now. maybe I should start looking at something that can keep up with this rate. Now, alcohol versus tobacco. Normalized as of January 2023. Data going back to January 2023. It looks like tobacco is winning the race against alcohol. I love me some nicotine, but they all come in the form of these handy-dandy pouches. These pouches absorbed through the gums much quicker. And honestly, they have caffeine and nicotine in it. They don't give me any heartburn. Fantastic. If you need to stay locked in, these are, and I'm not sponsored by these things. Honestly, I should be.
At this point.
I should be sponsored by
these
guys.
You have like 800 boxes at this point.
I should send him a picture. Drew, what card do you use at Costco that allows you to use crypto? I have a Coinbase card that I use whenever I want. You know, if I got some big upside, you know, I'll just, and honestly, like, I don't keep much fiat around. I really, really don't.
Yeah.
I don't feel comfortable leaving any fiat in a bank. For not only do I not trust banks for staying solvent during this whole loan payback program. For anyone that hasn't watched the show over the past week, we only covered this one day and I kind of skimmed over it. So on March 10th, about $1 trillion in emergency loans are due back to the Treasury that these banks took during the banking collapse of 2023. Okay. And they took these loans with the commercial real estate valuations being at, say, you know, it was in 2023. The valuations had fallen, let's say, from 100 million to 60 million, but the bank was able to take a loan out from the Treasury at the kind of grandfathered in price valuation of that $100 million mark that they had, say, in 2021. But the property was at currently 60 million. It's actually gotten worse since then. So these loans are due back on the 10th of March. Honestly, that's just another reason for quantitative easing to come back. This is why I don't trust banks. Okay, it goes well beyond that into the creation of the Federal Reserve and all these other things. But tangibly, they are sitting on a knife's edge right now. They are addicted to quantitative easing. They try to mask it. And Jerome Powell comes out and says, "Oh, we're going to keep rates higher for longer as much as we can." Blah, 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 blah. He's just psyoping you. They have no choice but to print these banks out of insolvency. And if they do let them go insolvent, then bank bail-ins come and they take your money out of your bank account directly to fix the problem slightly. And then they still go under and get received. So that's fun. Here is the M2 money supply approaching 2022 levels. This is from Kyle Chasse. Dude follows me. Shout out to, I'm going to say it every single time because he was awesome. This is a great resource, and I think it's pretty cool. So M2 money supply approaching that previous all-time high. This recently was in the January 2022 timeframe, and it's coming back up. They have no choice, folks. Now, lawfare against Elon Musk is ramping up. Elon and Doge are being sued for too much efficiency. A group of bureaucrats suing Elon, claiming his totally real Department of Government Efficiency is too effective at cutting waste. Apparently, firing useless staff, slashing bloated budgets, and shutting down redundant agencies is now unconstitutional. We knew the streamlining the government was such a crime. Elon Musk, in response, announced an announcement told Norm Eisen, "You and Mark Elias are undermining civilization. Did you guys suffer childhood trauma or something? Stay tuned. It's going to be fun." Elon Musk is taking no breaks, man.
I know.
I don't know how this guy is pulling off everything that he is doing, but he's doing it. And it's pretty incredible to watch. This is a native patriot, also an extremely based account you must follow for Americana, all things good in this world, family values. This man is fantastic. Breaking, 14 states are terrified to show what they've been doing with our tax dollars. And there's a sweeping authority. They're so scared of it showing on the receipts of their money laundering. Now, these states have filed a lawsuit alleging of this sweeping authority being wielded by the Doge Department of Government Efficiency headed by Musk is in violation of the U.S. Constitution. So just more lawsuits coming at it, more attempts to stop the dismantlement of the bureaucratic fraud machine, and it will fail because Trump and Elon are firmly in control. And Elon is even scaring the shit out of the EU politicians. I don't have the story, but essentially the EU is terrified of how much pull and influence Elon Musk is gathering by bringing free speech back to X, back to the platform, back to the public square. Now the EU is facing essentially just centralized speech happening in their districts, their nations. They're terrified of it. They're terrified of people having a voice. Elon Musk is also calling for the end of property taxes in America. So Godspeed on this. This would be huge. Now, Trump hung up his freaking mugshot in the White House. Like, how much winning can we possibly do? Like, honestly, bro.
Imagine you visit the White House and you're like, you see all the pictures of the president, but Trump's a mugshot. Dude, that'd be so base.
This is peak Americana. Like, other than like George Washington, the founding fathers, like, I feel like this is just as important of a time frame because we had 1776. We formed America as it was, but then we sold ourselves out to banking cartels in 1870. Created the Federal Reserve, 1913, at the behest of the Morgans and Rockefellers and Rothschild wishes. Now we're taking America back. It's no longer a corporation like they want, and we're taking it back by administrative force. There is no stopping this. It's so delicious. Now, this is kind of crazy. Radiation levels are normal after a Russian drone hit a shelter protecting the Chernobyl nuclear power plant. That's according to Ukraine. Here's the white swan that everyone's not paying attention to. Trump's going to negotiate a peace deal. What do you think the markets are getting? Like, essentially, this war has been priced into the markets for quite some time.
Yes.
The markets are very used to big bombs going off at this point. The macro war scares that have been going on for years now between not only Russia and Ukraine, but Israel and Palestine, all of it. You know, the war has been priced in. The moment that Trump negotiates this peace deal, which I do believe he is actually going to, the markets are going to absolutely send in a way that many people don't quite comprehend right now. I'm here to tell you it first. I really don't hear anyone talking about this in the crypto realm because they don't like messing with what does war mean for the economy. I started this job as a war researcher and a macroeconomic researcher that just did crypto additionally. And the video that I sent TJ to get hired, I was like, Ukraine's going to get invaded, bro. It got invaded. TJ hired me. Look at that. No one believed me when I said it either. People thought I was absolutely nuts for saying it. Now, here we go. South Korea is lifting its crypto trading ban. Corporations will soon be allowed to trade crypto. More of the world getting that open access. I did this show and it was like the lady was she was like the receptionist at a nail salon, and they just like grabbed her off the table, made her read a white paper in responses to like these pretty hard questions I was giving her about this project.
Yeah.
I had to get off camera. I was laughing and you could see my shoulder like shaking. It was very bad.
And then Kelly was just like,
yeah, Kelly was just trapped in front of the camera. Kelly, man, he can hold it down. Now, literally can't make this shit up. This is the manifesto. ETH starts to pump. ETH staking with ETF gets acknowledged, not approved. And the president and his family are shilling Ethereum, buying it in huge clips where World Liberty Pie and Vitalik Buterin comes out, yo, let's bring communism back. Why can we not have nice things when it comes to Ethereum?
I have no idea.
It's like he wants pain. Here it is. Make communism great again. I just can't. Like, really, Vitalik? Really?
Ethereum is going at $1,900 tomorrow.
Oh my God, dude. Because we need Ethereum to do well at large for the rest of the alts to do well in addition, right? Like, things do flow downhill from Ethereum. Like, Ethereum is still the kind of King Kugla when it comes to alt season.
Yeah.
And this is in response. He was responding to Amin Soleimani. Jesus. Please don't be another Gitcoin commie milady. And there he is. Make communism great again. He had to do it right as things were starting to look good. You know? Very, very awkward. And now we have posts like this. Pop punk. I quite literally have 95% of my net worth in Ethereum. And Vitalik is bull posting about communism. Is anyone hiring? This shit is real. ETH killed itself. Didn't need any help. Honestly, the move to proof of stake, terrible decision. Terrible decision for Ethereum. would have been very, very great to see them just stick to their guns, stick to a proof of work setup. I don't think that it's playing out very positively for it in general. We may as well go check out Ultrasound Money.
Yeah.
Ultrasound Money. Let's check it out. Because this is where they went to proof of stake to stop. They wanted to become deflationary, right?
Yeah.
So like the whole design, they wanted to stop getting yelled at by the climate maxis that at the time had a death grip on the conversation. But let's go to the larger time frame. You can really start to see it a little easier there. Yeah, so this is a 153-day time frame. And boy, howdy, we are peeking our head back above inflationary levels. Isaac, we do need to check gas fees, but I would be a betting man. They're still rock bottom.
I am okay with that.
Yeah. Have you made any moves out of the ETH spots that you were kind of stuck in?
I've made the ones I was stuck in. Yeah, I got out of Hello, Miria, just those two. I couldn't get out of GFAL because that's on BNB.
Yeah,
but I moved those into Morpho at $2.
Hey, there you go.
That was a nice little move.
That's a nice move. Also, you know what? I mean, the L2s, we're got to look at Arbitrum. I told my homies in the Discord we would take a look at Arbitrum. But you have like Arbitrum, Optimism, the base ecosystem in general, and the Coinbase capture and hostile takeover Ethereum. It's made it so you can just basically go around Ethereum without using that traditional gas mechanism. And, you know, what we need to see for ETH to hit that $6,000 to $8,000 level is more acknowledgments that there's going to be a staked ETH offering in the ETFs. If ETFs can earn yield off Ethereum through these ETFs, that's where we're going to see the real juice. And I think that Trump and the World Liberty Fi are front running that information. And that's why we see them for some reason. I mean, it's inexplicable if you don't think about the larger context of things, but I think World Liberty Fi knows that staked Ethereum is going to be a thing. They're grabbing boatloads of it, getting ready for that to come. Please let Isaac go early. V-Day. We have plans tonight.
Exactly. Yeah, we're going out right now.
Hey, where's the new button?
Where's the new button? Oh, this one? I am currently rock hard.
We have made many upgrades. To
we have so many more buttons that you would not expect us to have.
Now, let's go check out Arbitrum. Let's go check out Arbitrum. Oh, shit. The Elevator Man. What up,
Elevator Man? You.
10 memberships, too. What a guy. You guys' support is so sick. Like, honestly. Like, incredible. You guys shocked. Me and Isaac come to work every single day flabbergasted at the success we're continuing to have.
Yeah. That's all because of people like y'all.
Dude.
Who support the basement. I mean,
absolutely incredible. Just bought a bag of D-Bridge after DZ pulled it up an hour ago. God, I need to check if I can still get that D-Bridge airdrop. I'm due a pretty big airdrop from Airbridge. I want our D-Bridge. I need to check if I can get that still. Arbitrum at 50 cents right now. Honestly, this is one of the more boring price action graphs. You know, there is still a lot of supply ahead, which is not a problem because it's a newer project. There's a lot to look forward to with the unlocks and the VCs that have them coming. So there's a lot of reason for VCs to prop this thing up. This kind of might be chaotically and insanely good buying opportunity. I see a lot of Ethereum activity happening on Arbitrum.
Yeah.
Now it's competing with Base, though, so you have that going against it. Arbitrum, though, I mean, it came out at $1.30. It's been kind of a quick slide downhill. It had its moment here. This is the initial inside sell-off of this W pattern, and then has been a very, very hard fall since then. I've never really had a huge inclination to build a bag of Arbitrum, though.
No, me either.
You know, I mean, like the best it got after the insiders got done selling it, it hit about $2 and then just lost tons of support. Maybe the wrong time in the cycle. This one might be a surpriser, though, because it is such a new tech, but there's a lot of layer 2. That's why I'd rather be buying DeFi projects on Base, because there is no Base token, but the DeFi projects on Base, that's where I'm finding the best upside, really. D-Bridge airdrop was weak AF, Cryptonauty says. Mine's going to be, I'm expecting a pretty good one, though. I used it a lot. I mean, I used to pay Taco for hamburgers through the D-Bridge app. Using Arbitrum, actually. But, you know, Arbitrum, I just think you got a lot of competition. I'm having more fun on base DeFi plays than this. If people must, they're just total maximalist about it. It's fine. But you know what? You're going up against, I think, Papa Guth said it best. L2 market is extremely saturated right now. So just keep that in mind. Now, Pump.Fun, worse for cryptocurrency than FTX, according to Tyler Durden. Everyone on FTX is getting their money back, and at least they're getting some of their money back, right?
Yeah.
Pump.Fun it's interesting because, things like Jupiter and the ecosystem under Solana are having a really, really good time with revenue. And Jupiter's actually doing something pretty incredible with that revenue. I'm going to show you this next. Something that I'm seeing, though, is Solana is where... So Pump.Fun creates all of this money through revenue. And then they offload it to take the profits in USD, or stablecoins, rather. What we see right now is slight muting on Solana, in my opinion, might be actually connected to that Pump.Fun off-ramp.
Yeah.
And then the auxiliary systems like Radium and Jupiter and Pump.Fun, obviously, are just absolutely crushing it. So this is actually making me just thinking in, hindsight, recommendations to myself, of course, because I'm not a financial advisor, but really having a focus on the auxiliary systems around Solana, like we're talking about with Jupiter and Radium. Much better upside. Much, much better upside. Solana is kind of like this exit point that's been used.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Trump token is up 40% now. The stream's over.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. Let's go check it. Yeah, so Solana...
Ban ourselves.
I mean, it is up and to the right in general. And I think Solana's... my kind of bearish take on where Solana price is going to go from here is about $500. Bullish in the $1,000 range. But I feel like the Jupiter, the Radium picks are going to be much, much better. Let's check out Radium. Because I know Radium, I show Jupiter all the time on the channel. I know $5, it was a little scary dropping under $5 for a hot second there. Really, but just a very short second. Look at the shelf. Essentially, the shelf is sitting at about $4.30 up to $4.70. Very, very strong price shelf that Radium has built for itself. And honestly, it's not really pumped up too far from that shelf as it sits right now. It was very recently at $8. So these auxiliary plays to Solana, I think this is where the biggest juice from our squeeze will come. Now, let's keep moving here. We have, what is this? Oh, where is this? Oh, here it is. Jupiter and the buyback program. People don't realize what 50% Jupe buyback really means. Jupiter made over $10 million last weekend with perps alone. Okay. Just perpetual contracts. They made $10 million in a weekend, and they're going to be buying back 50% of the money that they make will go to Jupiter tokens to lock up, right? That is going to be insanely, that is going to add holding power to Jupiter. And as the system keeps growing and more of these projects come out utilizing it, man, that's a good looking time frame. Deadwood is up 50% on Plume. Very nice snag, my good sir. When is on Solana. Good buy right now. I'm assuming that's a meme coin.
Probably.
Let's go look at it because I'm crazy. Let's go. When token. We've looked at this before. I think I have looked at this before. Number 777. That might be a good sign. Let's see here. True. Definitely a dippity dip. But you are at that original kind of release sell-off point. Might be at a good buying point. I know nothing of this other than this graph that I'm looking at. This is risking it for the biscuit. This is BJ type activity.
Yeah.
But I could see where you're coming from on that. Let's go to the Twitter, just for fun. I don't know what I'm going to get with this. The when governance plan, dude. Okay, it's a good governance plan. Let's see here. Internet's cutest cat.
Wrong.
That. It's a pretty cute cat. Come on, man.
But yeah.
Come on, man.
Come on.
So seeing this, we're going to see some pretty chaotic, random kind of new meme coins, or rather meme coins that have been a little bit sleepy. I think meme coins are going to come back to a degree. that Trump token and its pump today, definitely kind of a canary in the coal mine to what's about to come back for meme coins.
Yeah.
SPX 6900 doing its thing again. We may as well. SPX 6900 was one of the biggest memes in terms of mind share and whiff. They're both some of the top gainers today. Let's check out the overall graph on Dog with Hat. I have some people that are crazy enough to say that Dog with Hat's going to $80, and I'm trying to explain math, and it's hard. It's really hard. Now, Dog with Hat, huge sell-off, but maybe it's trying to come back to life.
Maybe.
Because that's a huge sell-off. Like, you had a lot of people buying here in the $2 range, $3 range, because this is the peak hype. Right here is when that dude on Fent went on stage and he was like singing that crappy song, and it was just Pico top activity.
Inside dump off right after that.
Very much so. But the Psychos still held on to the damn token. It's up 27% today. And this is where, it pays to be kind of crazy in crypto if you're buying like extreme sell-offs. And again, this is something to note. I am seeing something to note just in general for any graph. A lot of times I do see these W patterns play out to the upside, especially if this right bottom end kind of booty cheek is higher than the left booty cheek. So when I see this, I mean, you can kind of just make it out right here, more so on the 7-day. But I do usually see these things end up pumping up to the upside. So just a general kind of rule of thumb I've seen. Now let's go check out the other memes. I'm having fun today. This is where the fun is had.
Indeed, there is.
Altcoins pumping. Let's see here. Yeah, it's almost as bad as people saying XRP to $100. And that's like the stuff where... Like, are you really going to explain tokenomics and market cap to someone that's newbie and that's just listening to YouTube thumbnails? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, all right, Isaac.
Yeah.
Let's just kind of shoot from the hip here.
Okay.
So if you got a buddy that comes to you and he's like, man, I've been watching YouTube for 10 years or something like that, and I've been told that XRP is going to go to $100. How are you dealing with that, friend?
Okay, so I've actually had to do this a couple times. I've done this about 3 or 4 times now. The 4th time was to someone who was like twice my age. He came in front of the office the other day. But no, I've tried to I don't go into tokenomics really. I go into how big of a market cap it is and how much money is actually needed to move it, rather than going through this amount locked, going through all that.
Yeah.
But, so because it's such a big market cap, it can't move to such a big. Like $10-11 is like $1 trillion market cap.
Yeah.
That's not going to happen
Yeah.
unless something crazy and XRP takes over the entire crypto market, which it's not going to happen. So I don't know.
The other way to do it is like, aren't you going to lean into it? Just take a loan out and buy more if you think that.
Yeah.
Matthew King coming in hot and heavy with 20 memberships. Holy cow. What an awesome person. Holy cow. And I do see some people mentioning Ket and Wink. I have those charts. I got those charts, baby. And the Ket, that cat meta, you know, I mean, it's been a dog's world like mostly. That's what we've seen. Dog with Hat, Doge. Ooh, is Bitcoin pumping? Let's see.
Let's take a look.
Let's take a look. Ooh, 98.
Not bad.
Not bad. We are starting to break above. The time where I can start feeling like super stoked about this is seeing us break above 101, come back down and test this out, feel this out of support. It sits like this fib sits at about 101.715. So what I want to see is a little overshoot, a test, and then a cook on up to the moon from there. And in general, I do feel I've seen a lot of sell orders kind of built in at $120,000, but in this kind of, over months time frame, this is what I'm wanting to see: a chunk above it, crash, hold it, and then start to cook on up from there. And right in this zone is actually where we might start seeing the Paul Atkins SEC implementation, and we also could potentially see those peace talks become more tangible between Trump, Zelensky, and Putin, thus giving us that white swan kind of action that I've been hinting at is coming. And it does look like it's actually coming. So I already covered this. We got the supply. This is kind of crazy. Not telling you, he's been a very, very early caller with us on Ondo, right? He's obviously high conviction on Ondo, but he's also now shilling Plume
And Morpho.
and Morpho.
Nice.
Is this interesting? Is it by chance that he's just coming across like this? It's almost like he's reading my mind, you know, in his high conviction plays. I mean, because Chainlink and Aerodrome are also included in like Drew's high conviction plays. Chainlink, Aerodrome, Ondo, Plume, Morpho, right? And then I got like, you know, maybe 10 other tokens that I'm adding and, you know, have high potential, also high risk. I acknowledge that. And I'll probably lose on some of them. And I'll probably get out of some of them too early, like that freaking Trump move. God. Hey, but you know what? I'm going to feel better over longer time frames holding Cardano rather than the Trump meme token in general. Drift. We got to go check out Drift too.
Sure thing.
Because that's one of your high conviction
That's
plays.
my highest conviction play,
Yeah,
besides
yeah.
Grafane.
Yeah. We're going to look at your graphs now. Boom! Yeah, that's pretty good. Oh, hold on. 8%. 8%. Still looks kind of the same.
Okay, take down a little bit. Oh, 9 cent. Oh, yep. Nice.
This is great.
Not bad.
It's gonna so it's running right into this 85-cent kind of short-term headwind. Very nicely formed kind of recovery graph on the month, and bouncing hard off of these midterm kind of channel tops. Very, very good. This is the yearly graph on Drift. This is what we wanted to see. Remember that we were talking about it. It's like it had this initial kind of zone of resistance at about 73 cents. 70 cents basically held like a rock for Drift.
So beautiful.
That is a very good sign. Very good sign. And actually, probably not a bad time because Drift is another one of those Solana auxiliaries.
And if you go to DeFi Llama and look at the, you know, the TVL versus price,
All right, we're going.
dude, it's insane. There's so much more upside to be had.
Yeah, because DeFi Llama and kind of the TVL valuations and making sure that they're still on an upward trajectory and that they're undervalued is something that is going to be part of my secret sauce in the trading group.
Yes.
Is having a trading bot operate on a upward moving TVL graph. Very, very effective. Triple threat. Okay, Matthew King, please look at the AVAX ecosystem triple threat, Ket, Wink, and Arena token.
Don't worry, Matthew King. We have
Whoa.
those charts for the very last
Arena
thing we're
token's
talking about.
coming back?
Arena token.
Oh,
Apparently, that's
shit.
one of the charts I have
Okay.
pulled up for you over there.
Let's pull this graph up.
Yeah.
So we're going to Drift. Bow, 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 bow. Let's see here. So Drift, TVL looking very, very strong. The price coming in. Holy cow.
Bam.
That is delicious.
Bam.
That is fantastic. Isaac, this might be a huge play for you this cycle,
There's
man.
so much room. I'm so overexposed.
Let's go check out these AVAX plays here. So what do we got here? We got Ket,
Cats, yeah.
Yellow Ket.
Yellow Cat, KET, number
So-
3,000.
On the day, it's up 18%. At a point, this thing was up way more than that. Holy cow. Ket was up to dang near 40 cents within the last day. It's at 34 cents, trying to build a shelf already within the day. Holy God, this is delicious. Okay, so you have a bunch of over-exuberant spikes to the upside, massive sell-offs, eaten up immediately. Sell-off, eaten up immediately. Over-exuberance, bam, eaten up. Another kind of smaller one. This is really actually kind of incredible to see on the 7-day here. See what the month. Wow. Okay. This thing's only a month old at $338 million market cap. It's on AVAX, kind of an unsung realm for, AVAX doesn't get enough notice.
No.
Yeah, and I forgot to mention, AVAX has still been one of my major conviction holds. But the reason why I guess I'm not counting it in that is because I bought a bunch at like $10 and dumped a ton at like 52, but I still hold a good amount.
Yeah.
I still hold a good amount. It's like number 6 or 7 in terms of like size of my bags, but maybe it's just leaving my mind because I'd already harvested so much profit off of it. I still hold a really good moon bag of it. And the AVAX ecosystem, you got Trader Joe. You actually have a pretty decent meme coin ecosystem. Cock Inu was one of the main ones on AVAX. Are we mooning actually?
I'm taking a look. I
What are
mean,
we
we're at
doing on
98, 98.5 right now.
98.5. We're not mooning, but actually that's so. This is really backed up on the daily. Let's kind of zoom into this.
Apparently, it broke out of resistance though.
Let's see. We have made it above the most recent one. Now we're running into the one that was on February 11th at 98.5. I mean, God, that'd be really great to see us bust over this. What does the momentum waves look like? All right, so we're on the 15-minute. There's the average green dot I'm always looking for. Momentum wave to the upside right now. Room between the RSIs on the top side. Whew, jeez. Oh my gosh.
I know.
That is kind of crazy. So what is the actual utility use of Ondo token and Link? What makes the token worth anything? I understand both projects, but where's the token value? Easy one for me on Chainlink is the CCIP. And Chainlink you have to pay to utilize it as an oracle in and of itself. Chainlink also has this thing called CCIP. It's an interoperability protocol, and you have to pay in Chainlink to utilize this interoperability protocol. Now, we haven't really seen we basically have seen most crypto projects partner up with Chainlink and utilize it to a degree, but the gigapump to come for Chainlink, in my opinion, stems from the partnership it has with SWIFT, the financial transaction institution, essentially, of the world. It's the largest transaction system on the planet. And SWIFT partnered up with Chainlink, I think it was about 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah.
They've been in partnership in basically pilot program. It does look like the SWIFT CCIP integration is going to go live and start utilizing Chainlink Q4 of 2025. Now, in this partnership, if Chainlink were to capture and operate just 1% of the SWIFT transactions simply by utilizing CCIP to do that interoperability protocol from one point of location to the next for SWIFT, that comes up to a $375 Chainlink token just from that action in and of itself. Yes. Nothing else. If they capture 5% of the SWIFT transactions from one location to the next, utilizing the blockchain and paying in Chainlink token to use CCIP, that brings you to $1,800 a unit. So that's the action with Chainlink. And I know Chainlink much, much more intricately than Ondo. Ondo, what we see is tokenized treasuries, but we also see a system being built out for Ondo. It's got its own blockchain coming out. And that tokenomic pressure for Ondo on this new blockchain, we haven't really completely gutted. Ondo, the token, we've seen so far treasuries and locking up and utilizing the Ondo stablecoin within the treasury system. But what we're looking at right now is Paul Atkins, and it's going to be more of kind of a hype cycle for Ondo, in my opinion. We're not going to see like a mass amount of things be turned into real world assets in a year. I'll just say it that way. On Ondo, the idea of it is great and the action of it is happening, but it's going to take time to get Ondo to the real kind of crescendo of where it's going. It does look like it's kind of the chosen one to get there.
Indeed.
You got 100%. Franklin Templeton and all these massive, massive companies doing it. But you know what? It's time to shine in this year is going to be from the speculation of Paul Atkins, who comes from Securitize and worked with Ondo on the BIDL program and doing these treasuries to begin with, in control of the SEC. The people are going to absolutely speculate the shit out of Ondo. So that's where I see more of that action. Not necessarily that we're going to have tokenized vehicles on Ondo this year, guys.
We're going to have flying cars on Chainlink.
I'm trying to remain based with it, but there's going to be a lot of speculation about it.
Yeah.
Trump is up 50% right now, and I'm going to die.
Hate everything.
I'm going to die. What is this? $24. Holy God.
Jesus.
And dude, this pump, people take the profits and then it'll flow down into the other memes.
It will.
Memes are about to get hot and heavy again.
Dude.
That's absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. Let's see what the other market. These are the shows that are so fun to do.
Yeah.
Because things are moving so fast.
This entire week has moved fast. It's been like nonstop bullish news day in and day out for like the last 7-8 days.
Yeah. And I mean, so token utility, essentially speculation. I could see that on like Trump for sure. But like Ondo, we're not to the point where they're going to be like tokenizing everything and then putting it on chain through Ondo. No, we're not there. But people are going to speculate that it's going to come. And that's where the hyper excitement is going to happen for Ondo. Chainlink is the utility. I told you this many, many times. I'm a utility maxi. And when I saw the partnership solidified with Chainlink and Swift, the largest transaction system on the planet, Chainlink is my altcoin version of Bitcoin. And I am in altcoin focused season right now to gain Satoshis, put it back into a Bitcoin and then real estate, and then just kind of rinse and repeat the process. I'm probably not going to get the Bitcoin dump that I'm hoping for, because we're likely going to see the United States and other nation states get tangibly interested in purchasing Bitcoin 2026 and 2027, which is going to take away some of the ability for that to fall all the way back to 60K. I'm just kind of saying that right now. Probably what we're going to see is a cook up to near 200, maybe even over if we get a hyper bullish, and then come back down around $100,000 somewhere. You know, and more so, thinking about it, it wouldn't be that crazy to lose $100,000 going into like the next bear market, but 90, like the 80 realm.
Yeah.
That's essentially where I'm going to expect the price to fall down to in the future. Hyped up like the metaverse cycle, metaverse last cycle. We aren't there yet. Absolutely above us. Absolutely above us crypto. The metaverse was something that it made a lot of money for people that had the balls to sell the token. And when I say the balls to sell the token, it's essentially you get into the zone where it's like, we're all going to live on the internet, where all our vehicles are going to be on chain. How could I dare sell Ondo because my cat's going to be on the blockchain? And now, I mean, I guess that's a bad example because now we have a bunch of cat meme coins. But you're going to get locked in this zone where you're afraid to sell the asset, essentially, because everyone's telling you that the future is now and don't sell, right? For the people that had the balls to sell metaverse tokens, look what happened. Look at this. Because the metaverse is a great example of hype cycles. Really terrible games, honestly. Quite terrible games.
Trash.
And an idiotic conversation was being had. And we're going to live in the metaverse. Now, we go to the all-time. Here it is. So these people, and I myself included, I saw them. They were sitting here stacking this thing at like 9 cents. It went up to $6.69. And essentially, there was, as you can see, a lot of insiders and a lot of large VCs dumping. But along this dump, there are many, many people in the crypto realm that call themselves experts to this day that didn't sell any of this.
Sad.
You know, so just keep that in mind. Have the balls to take the profits, right? And understand, you know, the future isn't done within a year. It's not done, you know, especially not within the week. We see, you know, the excitement over the week. But just definitely have the balls to take profits. Please, for the love of God. Like, we're in here to better our lives, to better our families' lives with crypto, not to sit here dreaming about going on a yacht with some big booty Latina and getting stabbed to death while you sleep at night. That's not the move. That's not the move. Thank God I don't have to hear the word metaverse on a daily basis anymore. Yes, I agree with you, Magrian. You get into this realm where it's just every single influencer feels like they need to talk about it for the attention, right? And so it's kind of this self-fulfilling prophecy. Honestly, I kind of try to go against the grain on that. Dylan King. I have one right here. Beep, 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 beep. It's pretty good.
Keep that on white.
The vehicle of choice for me, though, Sequoia. Drew's stakes on the BBQ are overdone. They're never overdone. He better not be saying I overdo my stakes.
Because if that's the case, you'll get banned.
I had a guest come to my home, and she wanted me to cook the steak well done. I told her to get out.
Jesus.
Absolutely. Just get out of my house. No, I'm just kidding. I refused to cook it medium well, though. I gave it to her medium rare, as any normal person would, and then left it up to her. If you want to cook it a little bit more, fine. I'm not doing it. I'm not going to be responsible for this horrendous action that you're about to take. There you go. Yeah. So, dude, do we cover Coins Chick Coin? Why am I seeing Coins Chick Coin?
We can.
I joke about Coins Chick Coin every single day. We got to get back on track.
Yeah.
Yellow Kit. This, it looks like an insanely good graph. Honestly, with what we're seeing with Trump token, a lot of these profits from Trump token are likely going to... Oh, God. Jeez.
Bye, K-Jam.
Oh, no. Oh, God.
He said you kill red meat, so I killed him in the chat.
So we're seeing immense amount. And, you know, this thing... I'm not going to be surprised if this thing goes nuts, guys. Like, this is the canary in the coal mine for meme cycle coming back. You know, I know that there's no utility. But, I mean, they're going to make a lot of money. There's a lot of buys in this realm. And essentially, that money is going to go flow downhill. Now, seeing something like Yellow Cat, an AVAX unsung hero of the blockchain, it's got its own meme ecosystem. It's probably going to do pretty freaking well. Let's go to the X account. We're going in. All right. So I'm going to follow this. And I'm going to get notifications because I want to pay attention to this. Only 6,000 followers. Look at this. Only 6.9 thousand followers. And it's accomplished that. It's followed by Mario. That's insane. Dude, okay. So the launch officially happened January 15th. So actually a pretty, you know, this is something else. It launched in a terrible time for memes to launch.
Sad.
This graph, I mean, it looks great already. This was launched at a terrible time in relevance to the other meme coins. This thing actually might have a lot of legs. Another one within the AVAX ecosystem, the UI for Arena was terrible when it first came out. We saw the graph go all the way to these levels. It bounced twice, created a nice booty formation here, and has absolutely sent it. Now the right butt cheek edge is fully formed, full staff, and that looks pretty insane.
You are banned! Other KJM account, you're gone!
Oh, God.
You mentioned how I couldn't eat meat, red meat.
Oh, God.
Banned! Mr. Mark, you're next.
Yeah, I drive you crazy with my red meat. Yeah.
Major problem.
Sometimes I bring like, oh, Jesus.
I am currently rock hard!
Wow. We have gone off the rails here. So Arena token, just from a TA side standpoint, you know, and looking at this, there's probably a lot of VCs that are going to help pump this thing because there's a lot of supply still to release. It's a token that just got put out on October of 24. There's a lot of VCs that have interest in continuing to move the price graph up as these tokens get released to them. Now, let's go here to the Arena app. I may as well go ahead and follow this as well. So, see how much activity is going on here. It's at least not botted. It's been like almost forgot. This graph made people forget about it. That's probably a mistake, forgetting about this thing. It's probably a mistake. And SocialFi is its own little ecosystem. We're going to see pumpers within SocialFi. We see SocialFi like this, you know, within AVAX, obviously. But then even SocialFi, dare I say, might pop its head back up on ICP, of all places. There was some SocialFi on ICP. I tried to make it happen. ICP is just like where narratives go to die, I feel like. Like ICP realizes, oh, the cool kids are doing SocialFi, so they go do one, and then the whole thing just collapses.
Yeah.
Now, what in the world is this?
Oh.
Jason DeSimone. Oh, okay. It's a speaker. Jason DeSimone. Maybe I'll give him a follow here. I'll give him a follow and keep up with this. Now, the next one you guys are bringing up here, Wink. Is this like brand new?
Pretty much.
Wink on AVAX. It's at a $99 million market cap. Very, very new project. Liquidity at 4.5. Not got the locked badge yet. Let's go to the website. I mean, this is kind of an interesting character. What is going on with this character? Staying warm, transfixed, Cyclops type. Very interesting. Let's see here. I got to reload this page. I zoomed in too close to the Cyclops. All right, let's go. I understand.
You're going to get scammed.
Tracking winks and mini winks. Okay, so use this wall to monitor people who were approved in the Wink application process, effort to maintain transparency in process. Interesting. Okay, so they're using kind of a verification for people getting in on it. Man, interesting. Okay, a lot of people, and they get the top fumblers, missed out on big gains.
Bro,
this is an interesting
that's insane.
The top fumblers is the main. Oh, bro, that's like sell shaming, but it's like missed out shaming.
Yeah.
I should be on that list. I missed out.
$174,000.
Dude.
I'd cry myself.
Dude, look at the fumbled 102, fumbled 94. Oh my God, bro. Yeah, this thing is way up, and it had like usually when you like see the Solana things pump overnight, they don't have these shelves like this and then continue on up. It's up 99% from that shelf. So that's absolutely crazy. Because you got people already getting wrecked on the broccoli thing from yesterday.
Yeah.
But that was BNB. BNB was acting a lot like Solana, though. It was super, super weird. Anti-FOMO shaming. That is an interesting take, bro. Absolutely crazy. Now, the rest of the news, let me see. I got some other breaking things I got to go over here. It's such a fun day
I know.
in crypto, man.
It's a great
love
week,
doing
too.
this.
Oh my
Right?
gosh, look, it's Hannah. Hannah Hughes is in the chat. Do I dare play her button just to,
Yeah, well, we can't gigabit. We can't send him to Guantanamo. So don't send whoever you choose to Guantanamo.
We're not going to send anybody off. This is just for like pure to see what Hannah helped us
This
create.
is when we see a hexagon pop up.
Exactly.
They're going to get this one.
Are you ready
Check
for
it
this?
out. Yeah, dude.
It's Hannah, and you're deported.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, that's custom from Hannah herself. I called her. I was like, this is going to be amazing. This is going to blow their minds. I'm very, very excited about it. It's going to be insane. Shout out to Hannah. She's out there, and I've called her. It's nighttime where she's at.
Yeah.
Very weird, but I'm glad that she's we still work together, and it's actually through the Mario thing. You know, Mario has been really, really good for my account.
Yeah.
Like getting to get followed by all these huge accounts. I even was able to tell Crypto Banter to shut up and to stop talking so that Crypto could actually say what he was trying to say. What was his name? Rand was like trying to talk over everyone.
Yeah.
And he was at the gym and you could like barely hear what he was saying. The shame board though. God, I can't get over this shame board. Top fumblers. So yeah, this is an interesting take. This thing, the overall AVAX ecosystem is in general, what I'm taking away from this is there are some unsung heroes on the AVAX ecosystem that are simply not being paid attention to.
Slept on, 100%.
And now let's look at AVAX, the native token, because that is, I've continued to feel good about AVAX. I know it's got a lot of great VC backing that have interest in continuing to move it up. It's been very aggressively sticking to this near top 10 position. It's at number 13 right now. It's like this ultimate battle between Avalanche, Chainlink, and Sui and Tron to break into this top 10. Cardano's sitting there holding the line, holding steady at number 9. Very good look. Let's go to AVAX here. So it's up 7% on the day. It's at $27 a unit. I haven't really done just like general TA look on AVAX in a while, so this is pretty useful. We do have just general higher lows being built out through all these mega sell-offs here. General higher lows, which is a great sign. This is on the, I believe, yearly graph. Here is the all-time graph. If we're able to continue sitting here and even just holding the line at number 13, like I was just showing you, if it's able to hold the line at number 13,
yeah,
that means, in historical context, the velocity of upswing for altcoins and what I think Bitcoin's going to get near, 200K. That would bring the number 13 spot to somewhere right in the $120 to $100 billion market cap. It's currently at $11 billion market cap.
Yeah.
So let's take a look. Let's dive in a little bit closer. What does this mean? If it just continues to hold the line, keep mind share, and it really it doesn't even need to try. I feel like AVAX doesn't even try on advertising themselves.
No.
And it just keeps moving forward.
When's the last time you've seen the Avalanche, advertisement or anybody really talk about it?
Well,
It still moves?
K-Jam's bringing up they did like the DMV thing, and DZ did the best. He's like, Avalanche doing the DMV on chain, and then they just like go away and just kind of
Yeah,
back
that was
away
pretty good.
from the conversation. You're like, what? Like, you're doing the DMV partnership? Okay, so let's do the AVAX. Let's say he just holds the line, or even just decides to start posting hyper bullish stuff. We're gonna have a slight uptick in tokens, but honestly not too much, about 419. And let's put it to about 130 billion. That'd be holy shit.
What the fuck?
Oh fuck, bro.
Dude, do we have to like reaccumulate some like avalanche over here?
Oh my god. Wow.
If it hit like one of the most conservative targets, it'll be $312.
Well, I mean, the most conservative, like let's say it just keeps within the top 20. God, that is crazy. I mean, the top 20 is going to be ranging, like in a historical context, should be basically starting at around 75, 80 bill, and then go up to around 180. It's going to have a wide range because you have in the top 10 to 20, there's a big discrepancy. You end up with, a lot of the market cap gets kind of consolidated in the top 10, and there's a big shift from, number 13 down to number 19 per se. So if it hits $80 billion market cap and just stays within the fucking top 20, you're looking at $200. 6x. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's absolutely crazy to see. And now I'm just thinking about this more, like we really don't see them even trying to advertise for themselves.
You just move. You just go.
They
Do the
just
thing. Holy
move and
shit.
go. The DMV news is extremely bullish too, right? You'd think that they would have continued to talk about it all the time and stuff like that. And off the grid, this is a good call from Crypto Stevo. Off the grid with guns, the token.
Yeah.
I mean, because AVAX is the closest project I have to a gaming token, especially from that off the grid rollout. I mean, off the grid's been a pretty good success. People are still using
going. People still playing it.
Ooh, this could get juicy.
Yeah.
This could get juicy.
Have we
Good
been fading AVAX for too long? Like,
Dude,
very
this is
too
a
long?
good AVAX deep dive.
I know, right?
Well, you know what? We are having a great time out here. I'm sorry to FUD Ethereum. I just got to call. Like, I don't agree with communism. Right as things start getting juicy, he's going to be like, let's bring communism, make it great again. Like, stop it. Just stop it. Admit that you were wrong for the proof of stake swap.
That's all we ask for.
That's all we're asking for. You got the milady thing on. You're fine. That's fine. But please, for the love of God, just talk. And also acting like he was like the ultimate powerful leader of the Ethereum Foundation. Not a great
He looks like a praying mantis.
Not a great look. So appreciate and love every single one of you out there that are watching the show, spreading the message about the blockchain basement. Man, we are really having a great time out here. Papa Gooth, Laserface, Adam Bombetti, Jay, Uncle Tommy, KJ. You know what? And Jay's bringing up what happened to Shrapnel tomorrow. It's Friday. See, I love doing what I do so much. I'm like just assuming that we have our same old live show.
Yeah, I know.
You're going to be out snowboarding.
I'm going to be gone all next week, guys. I'm going to miss y'all. But I'll be in the chat when I can be.
Yeah. And I'll make sure I'm going to have the ban button and the deport button.
Good.
And the erection button, all of them. Now, Margrion, Crypto Stevo, Crypto Naughty, Kyle Watts, Aerodross, K-Jam, Blasnik, Peter John, Steve Crypto, Bubba's Crypto, and all the rest that are watching. Big hands down. And Elevator Man, Matthew King, everyone that was
All those
dropping
people.
those membies. You guys are absolutely incredible. Love and appreciate every single one of you. My dad's in the chat being unhinged. Love you, Dad. Now, are we going to go punch over to anyone?
No, we are not. No one's had anything set up today.
Hey, they're not working hard enough. Well, I love you all. I'm going to go hit the gym, get some sweat going. I'm going to go hug my kids, take care of the family, and I hope you have a fantastic weekend. Until next time, I bid you adieu. Goodbye.
You are banned!